by the way, and I hate to start my video this way, but something terrifying just happened. An hour ago, I felt like somebody was in my apartment while I was in the bedroom, and I felt so agitated and scared, and I was shaking. To give you a backstory, last December, somebody broke into my apartment. If it's one person or two persons, I do not know, but my apartment was definitely broken into. My landlord was aware, my neighbors were aware. It was a really terrifying moment for me when it happened. So I think the person came through this window, the window behind me, because the balcony door was locked, but the window was closed but not locked. So I've been living here for 2 years now, and I've never had such experience before. I felt safe here. You know, a lot of times I leave the balcony door open and I go to bed because I just felt like nobody can come into my apartment because I live on the upstairs. You know, there are only two apartments in this building. My neighbors downstairs and just me. So I felt like nobody could come into my apartment, like people are gonna see. So I just felt safe until the incident happened. And I felt like somebody had been coming into my apartment before that day, but God just let the incident to happen so that I can be aware of it. Because sometimes I come into my apartment and I just feel strange, and I just feel like some things I didn't do them. But because I live alone, I always, just tell myself, maybe I did it and I didn't know. Sometimes I go to work and I come back and one of the lights is on. But I was sure I put off all the lights. The day that the incident happened, all the money in my purse were gone anyway. But they left the purse there with the coins, and they left all my bank cards there. I don't know why. That's why I also think the person is in the neighborhood and they know me. They know that, oh, she's a foreigner and she lives here alone. My laptop and my phones were in my room because I was watching a movie that night and I didn't cook that night. I was on a video call, and at about 2 something a.m., the lights went off. So I thought it was a brownout and the light is going to come off again. So I went to sleep hoping that the light was going to come on, and I was feeling hot, but the lights never came. I always lock my bedroom behind me every time I'm sleeping. And then I just woke up the next day to see things in the wrong position. The big knife I used in cooking was on the kitchen counter, and I didn't cook that night. I don't even use that kitchen knife to cut anything because it is so big, and I have used the kitchen knife to injure my hand before, so I don't use that knife to cook. One of my knives was also missing. I was so scared and terrified at this point because I felt like somebody was in here. So I tiptoed to the entrance of the door to see if the door was opened, only for me to see that the electricity control place that controls all the electricity in the house was wide open. Yeah. And immediately I called my landlord and I asked him, Kuya, naka electricity, because I wanted to be sure I wasn't making things up. And he said, there is electricity. I told him, Kuya, please come. When he came, they switched everything on again, and my money was gone. We went to the barangay, they wrote everything down, and 2 CCTV cameras were fixed. During that period, I really cried because I felt violated. Even my friend came to stay with me for like a week. When it happened the first time, I shared it on TikTok and Facebook. And now that I felt that same way today and I was literally crying and shaking, I thought to share it on YouTube because I don't know if I'm about to witness another burglary. And what even made it scary for me was that I laid on the bed watching TikTok when I felt like a noise and I felt like my door handle was about to be opened. Immediately, I ran to the door, slammed my body on the door just in case somebody was trying to push the door, and I quickly locked it behind. I opened the window and I was shouting for help, but nobody heard me because nobody came. I called my landlord twice, but he didn't pick. Later, I broke into tears and I started crying because I wasn't sure if it was real or I'm just having PTSD, but I was definitely sure I saw the doorknob moving like somebody was about to open the door. And I went to my phone to check the history. I couldn't see the videos because apparently I don't have iCloud storage anymore. Before, I could see the surveillance history, but when I tried to check today, I couldn't see the history. I felt so sad. I cried actually. So I'm not really sure if I'm making things up or I'm just having PTSD. I messaged my landlord telling him, Kuya, please come. I think somebody's in my apartment. But I deleted it again because I don't know if I'm just making things up. But I decided to share this video because I don't know if something is about to happen again. I just want to be safe. I always say that Philippines is safe, but I don't like these petty crimes of people coming into other people's apartments and stealing things or even hurting them. The last time, the knife was on the kitchen counter. What if I came out in the middle of the night? But thankfully, when the brownout happened, I never left my bed. I was just there waiting for the light to come back on. Anyways, I just want to be safe. I'm gonna go about my day, do things I have to do and not to worry about that. I'm protected in the name of Jesus. This apartment is so good. My landlord is so nice, but because of the incident, I'm so scared. I just thought to share. Just stay tuned and keep watching.
Vamos a bailar, sandunguera. Parachera, vamos a bailar. Ay, la sala está llena de gente, cuerpos sudorosos acá. La pista está hirviendo, pero te destaca mamá, brillando como una estrella. Mira qué bonita está. Escucha el coro, mamita, que te voy a dar. Sandunguera, parachera, vamos a bailar. Vamos a bailar. Parachera, vamos a bailar. Ay, siempre un paso para adelante, después un paso para atrás. Ahora te suelto, mamita, muévete con el ritmo que va. Sandunguera, te estoy llamando, mira qué bonita estás. Escucha el coro de nuevo que te voy a dar. Sandunguera, sandunguera, parachera, vamos a bailar. Vamos a bailar, vamos a gozar. Sandunguera, parachera, vamos.
I made it. Anyways, I'm going to be ending my video here. If you've watched till the end of this video, please make sure you like, share, comment. I want to hear from you. And yes, I guess that's all I have to say. And I will see you on my next video. Bye.